It really is a lesson in why it's so important to have the ascendancy and attack in doubles. This is a perfect example of how you should really want to be aggressive on court.
Fairuzizuan, 25 years old. I mean, he's been there and done it. We're not talking about a very, very youthful, like the other two. Oh, and a little error there. But at 3-8, they can afford the odd little slip up. But now, look at this. This is intense because we've got Zhendong bouncing up and down as the Malaysian crowd celebrate their position at the minute. It's not done by any stretch, but Guo is going to be struggling. Now watch this. The umpire, he's having a real hard time, isn't he? Rune Hansen of Norway. He just wants an easy life. He's not getting one at the moment. Oh, Zakry was right there. He anticipated well, covered it, and then blew it.
You know, it does amaze me about all these sort of out-of-rally tactics, John, because certainly when I was playing, I didn't have time to think about that. I was just focused in on how I was going to play the next rally.
Plus, of course, your heritage in the game didn't allow it.
Oh, that's good defence. Racket completely gone. That's the reason why he rushed forward. Zhongbo smashed his racket frame as he played the first shot.
It just shows how much tension, not only in the air and with the players, but also with the rackets as well. It just touched the ground and suddenly buckled. Yeah, now, will it be a buckling of the Chinese? The Malaysian crowd thinks so.
Yeah. And I'm getting more and more convinced that we're going to have the deciding rubber in this overall tie. I think it will go to the third men's singles, and that's terrific for us. Now, fiddling with the shoes.
Yeah, this is not an official break, is it? I mean, we're talking at 9-4. There's going to be a break at 11. It's all very, very disconcerting for the Chinese supporters. As well, again, we mentioned it yesterday and the day before, that our hearts go out to all those Chinese who are suffering in Chengdu at the moment. It's just the most horrific thing. And in the context of what you're putting up with there in China, this is just nothing. But you don't tell that to these players at the moment. That is stunning. What a fabulous piece of play.
Yeah, it was absolutely ideal. As soon as the smash at 261 kilometers an hour, as soon as that went straight down the line, there was only one reply. He couldn't, because he was taking it late, play it cross court. It had to come back straight. And Zakry knew that, and that's why he pounced on the net. That's great awareness, great tactical play.
And for 10-4, this is a brilliant, brilliant battle by the Malaysian duo. They're athletic, and they are absolutely on top at 11-4. Wow. Well, I can tell you now, the Malaysian camp were pretty confident about this one. I was hopeful, because I would...
Now that's the body language there, as far as I'm concerned, says there's not a happy campus.
Well, they can't be happy. They're 7 points adrift, having lost the first. Here we are. The business end of the second, and it's another point. It's 12-4 Malaysia. Oh my goodness. And of course, what we've got at this late stage in the afternoon is some Indonesian supporters coming into this stadium are going to be witnessing Indonesia later on against Korea, and they will be hoping. I talked to Mimi at breakfast this morning, Mimi Irawan, who is the tournament director for Indonesia, and she was saying that she would love to see Malaysia beating China today. Well, it ain't happened yet, and it may not happen. But certainly Malaysia are putting their lives on the line. It's 5-12. And the Chinese have got such an uphill battle because their opponents are absolutely on top of their game. Look at this. Rune, I'm sure he's never had to police a match like this before. $5-12. And a mistake there because of the anxiety factor there by Zhongbo. He was just so keen to get it down, didn't wait for it to actually give him a big opportunity, snatched at it at the net, and it's now 13-5. There is no way back from here, surely. What can they do, Gia? What would you do in this situation? The Chinese are just finding it so tough to break the defence.
Well, I don't think they're thinking enough about where they're placing their attacking play, and far too often they're willing to lift rather than... Look, here we go, defending again, the Chinese pair. That's a good shot. Gave himself the opportunity to come forward. And that's what they've got to do more of. When they are on the defence, they've got to look to try and convert that defensive play into attacking play. They haven't done that enough. They've been content just to lift. And you can't win doubles by defending.
You never did. Aggressive Jill Clark, they called her. 7-13. Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
Zakry comes in with a cross court, which was perfect.
It's also the vision to see the gap across court. It's not just the technicality of placing the shuttle there and the drive shot. It's the vision, because most players would have hit that straight down the line.
Goal.
Exactly the same tactic again. The smash straight down the line. And I know that Guo didn't get it back, but we're not going to see it. I was going to say, look at the positioning of Zakry. He had moved across for the straight reply because he knew that the Chinese player was taking it late.
15-7. Oh. Good misunderstanding there. But they are so sharp at the serve. They're getting the fifth shot in brilliantly. But on this occasion, a little bit of misunderstanding. It's still a 7-point gap. That's huge at this stage.